Oh yeah, guys, finally, welcome to the first podcast ever and first episode ever featuring Funk Norris himself from Yattafunk. It's just me for this time. I don't know if my buddies will join me next time. We'll see. Let's start while smoking my e-cig. A friend of mine told me that because of these hard times and hard days, the only way to keep in touch with you, the heart of Yattafunk, was making a podcast that I'm calling YattaCAST. I took his advice and here we go. I'm going to make a bunch of episodes of 5 minutes each, more or less, where I'm going to show you something about my band, something about the so-called metal scene in Italy, just because we are a band from Italy, and why not, movies, video games, and so on. Some podcast in English, some podcast in Italian. You read what language I choose every time in the title. It basically depends on my guests. If they are Italian or not, or if I am alone. So, first episode is about our gimmick. Someone asked me why we dress like prisoners, or like Tango and Cash if you're in love with the glorious 80s. But before telling you why we chose this one, I would like to let you know why a gimmick is so important for a band, especially a rock band. The answer is simpler than you think. There are too many bands. We are too many. And these bands are not able to meet any market demand because, as I told you right now, we are too many. Most of us will never reach anyone, or anyway not so many people. You're just sinking in an ocean full of rock bands. The only answer is sending some messages to the mass, some clear messages. It can be serious, it can be funny, it can be totally crazy, it can be whatever you want, but it must be unique, just think, about Marilyn Manson, Alice Cooper, Lordi, or Lynyrd Skynyrd. Every one of them is telling you something, and you can identify yourself with them. Obviously, if you like what they're doing and if you share and endorse their reviews, or just for fun. The point is they are on target. Yes, they are on target. You may not get nothing anyway. I don't mean for this to sound too dire. The message got to be clear. The more people you reach, the more you can raise your fan base. Whatever you do, this got to be cool. And yes, moreover, you really have to be lucky. That's sure. Anyway, a long time ago, we met a band that wanted to be as grunge as Alice in Chains. But they dressed like Public Enemy or Cypress Hill. As you can imagine, they disappeared very soon. Their message was not clear. Clear message, right attitude, luck, and last but not the least, you got to be good at playing and you got to be good at writing some good and cool music, for sure. And might I suggest, do not do something that already exists. Nobody wants to listen to the new Deep Purple, the new Metallica, or the new Iron Maiden. They already exist. And what about us? Well, we are 4 prisoners escaped from Funkatraz Penitentiary. The album is actually called Escape from Funkatraz. On stage, we dress in orange. On every social network, we try to give you this thing. The message is we are on the run, we are musicians, haunted and hidden, we make music. I like this gimmick, we can do whatever we want, just because we can be, outsiders, outlaws or innocents. We can't walk on eggshells, and nobody's waiting for you to give thoughtful or meaningful lyrics. Next thing you're going to ask me is clearly by why Yattafunk is an opening for Metallica if you know what to do. Well, guys, we really hit a nerve here. After all these things, and once you understand you get everything for doing it, you find out you got not enough money. That's sad, but also true. Not enough money. This is the point where a career starts or dies. We're not in the 60s or the 70s anymore, when few people played. Your talent was enough, and no computer could turn everybody into a rock star. You see, in every country there's a lot of filthy music with filthy superstars that have no idea of how to change strings on a guitar. They don't even know what a guitar is, but they're superstars. Why? Because they had money to do it. What the hell? They had money to do it. But hey, you don't have to give up. Please never give up. I'm not giving in, and I live in Italy where nobody cares about heavy metal, and few people are in love with this kind of music. You know what? Who cares? That's the question. That's the right question. Who cares? You got to be honest and happy with and for yourself. Nothing else matters. There's always a small chance that luck will be knocking at your door if you're strong enough to wait and never give up. So, before ending this first episode, I would like to know, first of all, if my English is good. It's very difficult for us not to sound like Super Mario, you know, when it says Mamma Mia. And maybe next time I will tell you why I love this language and why I want to talk in English even if I live nearby Rome. This is my first podcast ever. Anyway, so please be kind. I don't really know how it works, to be fair, but I assure you I will do my best not to annoy you and improve these chats between you and me. If you got some question for me or for my band, please feel free to ask whatever you want. We are here for you. You know, a band without fans is nothing. I think we all agree about this. So thank you so much for listening to me, and see you next time for a new episode. Bye bye from Funk Norris.